as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On first down, Hurts. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. From the 29, Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, it's now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it, and receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 41. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards, and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
On second down, it's Henry. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Hurts. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. Touchdown. J.J. Nelson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he makes it past the 50. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him. That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Comegetchasome. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! T.Y. Hilton, his third touchdown now on the year, and the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On second down, here's Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down now, it's Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The Titans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't...
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Titans' 14-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
And here's Rodgers on the return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points in the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we have to dial things back a little bit.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Indy. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Lets it go for Nelson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Titans.
Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arm's got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is down to 2.
23, Titans 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll look to throw here. Throws this one right side to Pascal.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They go play action with Hurts.
He completes it to Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Hurts throw complete to Foster.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Hurts.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Titans are right back in this football game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down, it's Henry. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30.
75 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
His 11th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Hurts throw into the hands of Ferkser here.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Trucks over him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it